remake of Chingy. And a special Jib Jab cartoon. And now, yay!
John, how are you?
Good, I'm doing good, Jay.
Folks, let's get right to it. A Jew, a Christian, and a Muslim walk into a bar. The Jew says to the Muslim, see, I have no idea what they say because there's a writer's strike. We don't know what they say. As you know, we are in the middle of this writer's strike here in Hollywood, and it's already cost the town over $500 million. $500 million, or as Paul McCartney calls that, a divorce. But that's what it has cost. And of course, this strike is especially hard here on NBC. Do you realize there are actually more people picketing NBC now than watching NBC right now? You know, it's interesting. I was able to sneak my camera phone into one of the negotiations between the writers and the producers. And the writers are correct, by the way. I am a writer. I'm on the side of the writers. I shot some cell phone footage. This was not pretty. Just to give an idea how the negotiations are going. Take a look. See, as you can see, it didn't, you know. See, I don't think people realize how many Koreans are involved in the creative process. Here in Hollywood, you know. You know, people want to know why we came back on the air when we did. Well, we were off for 2 months. As I said, I was on the strike every single day, and I was on the strike line every day while they were talking. Okay, and then a couple of weeks ago, the talks broke off, and no new talks were scheduled. So we had to come back because we have essentially 19 people putting 160 people out of work. We continue to support the Guild. But see, I think it's easy to empathize with those people. You see the faces of the people that work here? Like Bob, our lighting guy. Bob, where's Bob? There he is, Bob. Bob, have you got your light? Bob, you're supposed to do lights. All right, okay. Or even, thanks. Or even Richard, the scary stagehand. There he is. Let me tell you something. You don't want to piss off Richard, okay? But you know why, too? There are a lot of people behind the scenes. Like the girls up in the office that work so hard. The girls you don't see, like Candy and Licorice. Where are the girls? Okay, there they are. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you, those girls have gone to the wall for the guy from this show. Yeah, you know. Yeah, exactly.
I like that
part. And now it looks like this writer's strike will affect Hollywood's award season. Yeah. If you're not familiar with the award season in Hollywood, it runs from January 1st until December 31st every year. In fact, you know this? I didn't know this. You know the Golden Globes is the largest gathering of stars anywhere outside the Promises Rehab Clinic in Malibu. Did you know that?
Didn't know that, Jay.
It's fun writing it yourself. You know what I'm doing? I'm doing what I did the day I started.
All right.
I write jokes, and I wake my wife up in the middle, and I go, honey, is this funny? So if this monologue doesn't work, it's my wife's fault, okay? Because she said the joke was funny. And that's what, we're not using outside guys. We're following the Guild thing. We can write for ourselves. We just can't do what CBS. See, Dave was able to get a deal because Dave has his own company. I don't blame him for getting a deal. God bless him. But see, you know, we have to go by ourselves up against the CBS machine. One man against a monolith. Exactly. And I tell you something. When you live here in Hollywood, you see the disparity between the writers and the producers. You know, the Writers Guild trying to make a deal with our boss, Jeff Zucker. You know how tough he is.
Oh, yeah.
I went over to Jeff's house. I want to show you his house. Can we show Jeff Zucker's house? Here's Jeff's house. Okay, now there you see. That's interesting. Now, his butler couldn't have been nicer. He wouldn't see me, but he couldn't have been nicer.
All right.
Okay. And then, over this past weekend, I took my video camera. I went over to Writertown. Have you been to Writertown?
Never been there, man.
Writertown is on the other side of the hill. That's where all the writers who write the TV shows live. And I want to show you the difference between Jeff's house. Can we show the writer's house? Okay, there's Desperate House. See Desperate Housewives? You see? Okay, you see? Okay. You see, The Office. The writers of The Office and Lost. My Name is Earl. You see what I'm saying? This is why. Another reason we had to come back was, a lot of people get their news from the monologue. Because we cover a lot of the stories the mainstream media will not cover.
That's right.
For example, did you know this? 3 weeks ago, Idaho Senator Larry Craig married Britney Spears. Did you know that? You see that? See, no one knew. This is the only place you will find that out. Other news stories that happened while we're off. New Jersey has banned the death penalty. Death penalty now illegal in New Jersey. Now, I don't want to confuse anybody. If you kill a guy in New York, you can still dump the body in New Jersey. Yeah. You just can't kill the guy. And they say Al-Qaeda now trying to recruit women. This kind of makes you wonder, what does Al-Qaeda promise women to become terrorists? Like men get to 72 virgins, right? What do women get? 50 guys that help out around the house, clean up, cut the lawn, fix the plumbing, You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah. And President Bush said again this week, the Iraqis are slowly taking back their country, to which Exxon and Shell said, we will fight them tooth and nail. Tomorrow, of course, the Iowa caucus. Caucus tomorrow. As you may know, caucus is a Greek word, which means the only day anyone pays any attention to Iowa. I believe that's a Greek word. That's what it means. Yeah. Iowa also known as the tall corn state.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's why Dennis Kucinich had trouble being seen there. The people, Dennis, you see if the tall...
Oh, that's never mind.
Don't go there.
I can't say it because we got the writers.
And it is freezing in Iowa. It's like 20 degrees in Iowa, something like that. In fact, it is so cold, Hillary Clinton can actually see Barack Obama's breath breathing down her neck. That's how cold. And Republican presidential candidate Mike Huckabee, one of our guests tonight. He has reached what they call the top tier of GOP candidates, the top tier. That means during the debates, he no longer has to wear the name tag. Yeah. I got some footage of him when he was living in the trailer. Do you remember 7 years ago when we interviewed? You'll see it. We're going to show that when he's here. We'll show it. What else? Oh, this is kind of interesting. Listen to this. Toyota announced they are coming out with a device that can tell if the driver of a car is drunk. The way it works is they give you a telephone, has a list of all your old girlfriends on it. If you call any of them after 10 o'clock at night, you are legally drunk. That's how it works. Now, folks, that went okay, Kev. How'd my wife do? Okay, that worked all right. Yeah, that worked all right. Thanks, honey. Hey, folks, tonight we have another cartoon from Greg and Evan Sparadillas. They're the two brothers at JibJab.com. It's become a tradition. Every year we do the network premiere of their year in review cartoon, and this year is no different. Here, take a look.
Jib.
They had a year this bad, the big guy sent a flood.
Maybe we could sugarcoat it.
How?
We can put it in a song. He loved We Are the World.
Yeah.
Global warming terrorists, oil prices McAvee, islands on his Lindsay's blown, Dennis saw the UFO.
Baby toys, poison red, ruling men like Kate and Fred, Clinton, Edwards, and Barack, Darfur, Iraq. Dom's nappy-headed hoes,
Tonight Show free for all. Ask whatever you want. Be right back right after this. Caucus show. You know Mike Huckabee kicked, you know whose endorsement he picked up? Chuck Norris.
Really?
You know from Total Gym, Chuck Norris? See, I'm going to wait until I hear from Billy Mays from OxyClean before I give mine. Now, we're going to do something we've never done before. We're just going to take questions from there. It's just a free-for-all. Sometimes when we do this, we pre-select people. And
all right.
You know, anybody have a question? What do you ask? Yes, gentleman right there. Yes, sir.
Mr. Leno, would you ever consider doing your great show from the town of Branson, Missouri?
There is no chance in hell that would happen, sir. No, sir, I believe, are you from Branson?
Yes, sir.
I believe we are the youngest person ever to be from Branson. No, yes. Actually, I played there. It's a lovely town, but it takes a lot of money to move a show across the country, so that probably wouldn't happen. Who else? Let's see, this side of the room? Yes, that young lady, yes. Well, go ahead.
Did you make a New Year's resolution, and if you did, what was it? Or can't you tell us?
Did I make a new... my resolution was not to tell audience members, I believe it. Did you have a nice Christmas?
I did.
Yeah, I had a nice.
I had a very nice Christmas.
Kev, how was you? And Mom and Dad good?
No, everybody's doing great.
Very good. John?
Good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was great.
see, it's not Christmas for me until I hear two songs. Oh, and I can't get them on an iPod. I have to hear them on the... I find a Christmas station, and I have to hear them as they... It's Nat King Cole's Christmas song, you know,
right.
Chestnuts Roasting, and
beautiful.
the Dan Fogelberg song, the old Lang Syne song, you know. He died. He passed away. I like Dan Fogelberg.
We could hit a little bit of that. You want to hear a little?
Do you know the song I mean? It's a song where he goes back and he meets his old girlfriend. Because this kind of happened to me. It's a great song about a guy who's in show business and he meets his old... Because that happened to me. You know, I went out with a girl in high school and I couldn't get her to move to California with me. Because I did. I set up my high school graduation. I wanted one day to be host of the Tonight Show. And that didn't go. And her mother thought I was nuts, and I asked her, and her mom wouldn't let her go. So when we went back to do the Cheers show,
remember that, yeah.
She came down to visit me, and we talked, and we're both married and everything. And I said, you know, why did you not come with me? And I said, what does your mom think now? You know, I was trying to give her up. So she said, oh, my mom always thought you'd made it. I thought your mom wouldn't let me go because, you know, I was a comedian, and I was going to be in show business. And this is what she said. She said, my mom wouldn't let me go with you because she figured when we got to California, you would turn me Catholic. And I said, but I'm not even Catholic. We went to the same church. I'm Presbyterian. She goes, but her mother said, yeah, but when people go to California, they change. All this time, I thought her mom hated me because I was a comedian. So that's good. All right, any other questions? Who had a question? Yes, sir, that gentleman.
Did you miss not having a New Year's Eve show?
We haven't done a New Year's show for a while, but no, I don't. It's the worst show of the year, sir, the New Year's Eve show. Because it's just a nightmare, and every guest is booked, and you wind up with plate spinners. No, it's a tough show to do. Because what star wants to go out, New Year's Eve, what, do we go to Vegas? Let's go to the Tonight Show. Shut up. No, it's a nightmare. I'm thrilled we didn't do a New Year's Eve show. Let's see. Yes, that young lady. Yes, dear. Hang on, let's get there with the mic. Yes?
Oh, I'm sorry. Several years ago, I met Mr. Huckabee at Arkansas Tech University, and I told him I was going to vote for him, and he said, great, I'm not running for anything. So I'm here tonight to tell him I'm going to vote for him.
This isn't like a Monica Lewinsky thing.
No.
No, all right. I know. You know these girls on the road. Okay, one more question. Yes, sir. Hang on, let's look it up. Yes, sir, what is your question?
Hey, Jay, now you're coming in your golden age. Did you ever think to move to Daytona Beach? Bike week.
Let me tell you something about Daytona Beach. I'm going to go to Branson, then I go to Daytona Beach.
For bike week.
Thank you, sir. Hey, we'll be right back with Mike Huckabee right after this. Now, before I ask you about the issue, I want to ask you about the triple wide jacket. You lost quite a bit of weight since. How much weight did you lose?
About 110 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a lot of me. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, congratulations on that. What was your secret? Was there a secret?
The legislature kept eating my lunch every day. And,
hey, I want to tell you.
No, I mean, my doctor set me down. I faced a health crisis back in 2003, and he basically told me that if I didn't make a lifestyle change, I was entering the last decade of my life.
Wow.
And then he described it, and he said, here's what's going to happen. And when he described it, that's when I decided I needed a new exit strategy.
Right.
So I really changed my lifestyle. I started eating differently, and I got rid of fried foods and sugars. And, you know, I'll tell you something. When you grow up in the South, everything is fried.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't eat anything unless you fry it first.
Fried water. Yeah,
fried water, yes, we do. So, you know, it's very difficult to do that. And if you don't fry it, you put sugar on it.
Right.
It's just the way we eat.
Right.
And between that and not exercising, which I did not do, it really caught up with me. And I was in a health crisis. So, you know, my life was kind of representative of, like, a lot of people in this country that just don't take care of themselves. We don't have a health care crisis as much as we have a health crisis.
Right.
And I was the epitome of it. So a lot of lifestyle changes.
Well, good. That's terrific. Now, let's ask you something. Now, you and Romney seem to have gotten into fisticuffs lately. What's going on there? You guys are neck and neck, and it seems to be getting...
Oh, it's politics. I mean, that's what politics is about. I tell people that if you can't stay on the side of your own blood, don't run for anything. Just buy a ticket and watch it from the stands, because this is a full contact sport, no doubt about it.
Let me ask you, on Monday you had a press conference. Now, you were going to release an attack ad, which seemed a little unusual for you. You know, why were you going to do that?
Well, we had been hammered. I mean, we've been out and spent 20 to 1 in Iowa.
Okay.
20 to 1, and that's tough. And we've been hammered with
How much
mail
did you
pieces.
spend in Iowa?
Oh, I think probably $300,000 to $400,000.
And how much did Romney spend?
$8 or $9 million.
Wow. Okay.
So I mean, you know, it's like a substantial difference.
Right.
And we just kept getting hammered with negative television ads and negative radio ads and mail pieces, and finally decided we better answer this, or somebody's going to believe all this stuff.
So they work, negative ads.
Well, they seem to.
Yeah.
And then he started hammering John McCain over in New Hampshire. Look, John McCain may be a rival of mine in the presidential race, but I have nothing but respect for him. He's a great American hero, and I think he's a great American and a wonderful man. And he's a great guy. Great guy.
Okay, so
we were going to do the ad.
You put together an ad.
Right, and taped it and got it all ready. We were going to release it in a press conference. And Monday, I just didn't feel right. You know, we've gotten where we are by being positive and talking about what this country needs to be rather than what's wrong with the other guys. And I just said, we're not going to do it.
As you were making it, did you feel like...
I needed to go take a shower or something like that?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, get kind of, get one of those.
Or give Romney a shower, maybe, I don't know. You know, at the time you just think this is what we have to do. You don't like it, but you think it's necessary. And at the end you just think,
so then you get a little conscious thing, you decide not to do it. But then why show it to the press at the press conference? That's
of course, you know, they were very cynical about it. But the point is, if we hadn't have shown it, they'd have said, you didn't have an ad. You're just bluffing us. If I really wanted to be disingenuous, what I would have done is run the ad for 3 days and then say, oh, I have a conscience now. I think I'm going to pull it.
Hey, you did that very well. Oh, I have a conscience now. That was a real good political, that's very good.
I hope I have a conscience.
That was very good.
Which would be very unusual for politics to have a conscience.
I know. Now, you have some interesting positions, and I was not aware of this one until just this week when I started to research you a little bit. You want to dismantle the IRS. Now, everybody cheers that. But I mean, everybody loves that idea. But explain, what is your alternative? Okay, you do away with the IRS, then what?
We would have a consumption tax rather than a tax on our productivity.
Like a value-added tax?
Well, it really wouldn't even be a VAT. It's simple like a sales tax.
Okay.
At the point of retail sales. Let me tell you why that's different. You first of all, eliminate the underground economy. So everybody's paying.
Okay.
Drug dealers, prostitutes, pimps, gamblers, you know. All those people pay like the rest of us.
There must be some legitimate work in America. It can't just be...
But, you know, if you think about it...
Well, you really are in politics. Yeah. But what about a poor person goes and suddenly he's hit with, how much is your tax? 23, 24%?
It's 23, but here's the thing.
Yes.
Every person receives a prebate of the taxes that they would have on the level up to poverty, which means what you really do with the fair tax, is what it's called, is you untax the poor. They don't pay taxes, which means it's really a progressive tax system. That's why I love it, because it would take the people who are the least able to afford taxes, and it virtually untaxes them. Here's what it also does. It frees people up to earn as much as they want. You don't get taxed on income, savings, investments, capital gains, or death. I met a guy in New Hampshire. This is an interesting point. He's working a second shift at the machine shop, trying to help his daughter go through Cornell because she's in grad school, $54,000 a year to help her.
Wow.
And he's working the second shift. My first thing was, thank you, Lord, my daughter's not in grad school at Cornell, because that's a lot of money.
Right.
But then he tells me, he says, I'm now in a new tax bracket because I'm working the second shift. And the additional taxes I'm paying almost takes away what I'm getting in the second shift. Now, what we've done, we've told him that if he really, really works hard, we're going to make it really hard for him to help his daughter. Here's how he could get his daughter some help. Quit both shifts, stop working, and he could then qualify for his daughter to have some federal assistance. That's nutty. Yeah. We ought to have a system that encourages people to work. Think about the small business guy that sketches out the idea on his kitchen table. He wants to go into business for himself, but his greatest competitor is not the guy across town or across the country. His greatest competitor is his own government that makes it real difficult for him to fill out the paperwork and pay the taxes.
Now, quickly, the Democrats also seem to be in a dead heat in Iowa. Let's say you win. Who would you want to win on the Democratic side? Who would you most likely want to run against?
I still want them all to drop out and let me have a really clear shot all the way to the White House. Yeah.
So you're realistic about it.
Yeah. Frankly, I think there's some Democrats that I think they're all sincere. I think there's a fundamental difference between us in terms of whether we think taxes ought to go up or down, whether government ought to be more or less involved. But look, I have respect for anybody that runs for president. You know, I have a great respect for Barack Obama. I think he's a person who is trying to do in many ways what I hope I'm trying to do, and that is to say, let's quit what I call horizontal politics. Everything in this country is not left, right, liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican. I think the country's looking for somebody who's vertical, who's thinking, let's take America up and not down.
Right.
And people will forgive you for being left or right if you'll go up.
Okay, now I know you've got to get back to Iowa.
I do. I love Iowa. Great people.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mike Huckabee. Emeril Lagasse. Good luck tomorrow. Mike Huckabee, come on, walk, is the most popular chef in the entire world. The show Emeril Live airs every night on the Food Network. He's here straight from his duties as Grand Marshal of the Rose Parade right here in Los Angeles. Please welcome my good buddy, Emeril Lagasse. What do you got? Got some vegetarian dish for Cal?
Yeah, you know, he hasn't eaten in a couple of months.
I know. Look at it. The kid's wasting away.
Well, he's fading away, Jay.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you are Grand Marshal of the... Now,
Unbelievable.
What are the duties of Grand Marshal? What is the...
I'll tell you, my family and I woke up yesterday. Right. We actually turned on Colorado Boulevard.
Yes.
And it was phenomenal. One of the most beautiful parades.
Oh, it's the biggest parade in the world.
And the folks are so nice. The crowds were thick. It was really, really wonderful. And then we ended up going to the game, and the Rose Bowl game, where my son and I went out and did the toin course.
The toin course?
The toin course.
Now, you're as dyslexic. You know, you're as dyslexic as I am. I said that today. Everybody made fun of you for saying toin cloths, but the coin toss.
We have kind of similar
severe
accents, right? Yeah, right,
exactly. Now, what was the coin? Do you pick your own coin? Is there a special coin?
No, a special coin made.
Coin.
Oh, yeah, it's very special. You know, the seals flew it in with the game ball.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Oh, okay.
Big deal.
Oh, well, congratulations.
And USC just romps.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They don't know the score yet. Now, what are we going to cook today?
Well, you know, every time I come, I try to, give you another lesson.
Yes.
Right? So this is a classic steak dish that we're going to do. We're just going to call it pepper steak.
Pepper steak,
right.
Perfect.
Yeah, pepper steak, it's like $14.
Okay.
In a real restaurant, they call it steak au poivre.
Steak au poivre?
Yeah,
okay.
It's $28.
Okay.
All right? So, you ready?
Now, what do we do?
All right, here we go. First, we're going to make a little potato dish. We have the same setup, you and I. All right, so here we go.
We're completely equal.
Right, here we go. Little olive oil.
Okay, a little olive oil.
Yep, there we go. And then these are blanched potatoes that
Blanch?
Blanch. Yeah.
Now, what are blanched potatoes?
Well, they're fork tender.
Oh.
You know, they've been boiled a little bit. A little salt, a little pepper.
Little salt.
Yeah. All right.
Little pepper.
Yeah. A little essence, right? A little bam like that.
A little bam right there.
Right, no,
you know, someday you're going to tell me where bam. You've been hiding
I'll tell you right now.
Oh, all right.
You want to know?
Yeah.
Way back when, I'll make it really quick. When we first started Essence of Emeril, we were doing 8 shows a day. Right. 8 shows a day because of my restaurant schedule.
Right.
Which is insane. And so you do 3-4 shows. We're a food show. You break. And, you know, eat all the great food, come back. And then we got to do 3-4 more shows.
Right.
And all of those guys, including the stage manager like Mike, are sleeping. They're like So I always like kicked it up a notch with a little spice, a little this, right? And bam, came like that. Oh, now I got your attention. I swear that's how it. That's how it.
I'm going to try that. Thank you very much.
You try that.
Here we go.
All right, so,
what's next?
All right, so
now do I do that? I noticed
just easy now.
You did some kind of flip thing.
Now.
Okay,
You've worked on it. It's all gonna. All right, now here we're gonna do.
All right, here we go.
Now comes the steak.
Oh, the steak. All right.
Now comes the steak. You have little thin ribeye steaks right there.
Little thin ribeye.
We're gonna season them.
Season them, okay.
All right, you got it?
The same, which one?
Yeah, whatever.
This here?
Come on.
Oh, here we go.
Hurry up.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right, now you got some Dijon mustard over here. You see the Dijon
oh, yeah,
mustard
yeah,
with the spoon?
Put
you
that
got to rub that all.
Rub that on there.
Rub it all into
rub
your
that
meat
on
like
your meat,
that.
they
All
say.
right.
Rub that
yes,
on your meat.
Rub it in there.
Rub that on your
now,
meat. All right.
Now you got the mustard. Now you got these cracked peppercorns.
Cracked peppercorns.
You see it? Look, now
you
you're
get
gonna,
those
look,
on.
Gotta, yeah. Now you got to press this in your meat.
You got to press this in your meat.
Yes.
You know,
press
if people listen on the radio, I think we're shooting a porn film here. All right, I'm pressing that in.
Now turn it over.
Turn it over. Do the same thing.
Turn it over. Same thing.
Same thing. You got a little mustard there.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, you and I.
Okay.
All right, now more peppercorns.
There, got your cracked peppercorns.
Yeah, cracked pepper.
You get these from a cracked peppercorn dealer?
Right
there you go.
from the neighborhood.
All right, there we go.
We got this hot, sizzling cast iron pan there.
All right, put that in there.
And I got you a little tool. You see this?
Okay, right.
Come on, you know how to use that.
Grab your tool, pick up your meat.
Tool, take the meat right inside here.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, this looks great. This looks delicious.
Now we're going to let that go there. All right. You got it? Wait a minute. Take one of these.
Thank you very much.
Did you really burn yourself?
No, I didn't burn
bad?
myself.
Tough guy, huh? All right.
I didn't burn myself. I know what I'm doing.
All right, now we're going to add some herbs in here.
Okay. Herbs.
Add some herbs. All right, we got a little, oregano, little
Okay, a little oregano. Kev, you bought a bunch of this by mistake once, didn't you? What next? Remember that time you got all that oregano?
I don't know
what
what
was it,
you're
80 bucks?
talking about.
Oh, here we go.
Came in a bag, right?
Yeah, big bag of
How you doing
oregano.
over there?
This is delicious.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Well,
This is the
all right,
bomb.
look, Jay and I are cooking some steak over here, Kev.
Now what?
Now, flip your meat.
Okay, flip it over here.
Yep.
Now tell me about pork fat rules. I'm curious.
Well, pork fat rules is just something that I believe in. I think everybody needs a little pork fat.
You believe in it? It's like a religion?
I do. It's like going. It's like a a ritual. All right, look.
Don't try that in the Middle East. What next? Okay.
Grab your shallots over here.
The shallots here?
Put some shallots, like just kind of.
Now you're opening another restaurant, right?
In the Palazzo in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Which is connected. Yes. All right. Now you see this here?
Okay.
Now grab your towel I gave you.
Grab your towel.
And
grab your hat.
take the cast iron off like this, and we're gonna add a little of this brandy stuff right here.
Okay.
All right. You got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Put it over there. Come on.
Mine doesn't
Come
catch
on,
fire.
chicken. Put it down over there. Jeez. Come on. All right. Now.
Don't cook this in Malibu.
No. Now add a little. You add some garlic in there.
got some garlic.
All right.
All right.
And then a little.
What's next?
Now
Hand
you
grenades?
got garlic pepper steak.
What is it?
Now,
What is
this
it?
is a little like reduction, a little demi-glace here.
Demi-glace? What do you make a paint?
Add a little bit of cream if you like.
Cream? I'm not a cream.
Just a little.
A little bit of cream in
now
there.
look, Jay, what you want to do is you're going to start basting the
baste
sauce
it
like this here.
Basting it?
Yeah, we're basting it.
Yeah.
You got it so far?
Yeah.
Okay, you do it.
I burned the house down, but yeah, it's good.
Well, Maeve probably needs a new kitchen anyhow.
Okay.
All right.
Now.
All right, now here's what we're going to do.
Okay, but it cooks pretty quickly, doesn't it?
It's all in the presentation.
Yeah, it's all in the presentation.
All right, so
okay.
look, we got the taters.
Okay.
See, I used to be able to get a drum roll before you.
Okay.
Now you just kind of sleep over there. It's unbelievable. All right. All right, now you're going to... Great. All right, now you're going to take... Now you take the pepper steak. Take the pepper steak, Jay.
Yeah.
One. We'll save the other for later.
Oh, all right.
And then you got some sauce on there. Put some sauce on there.
Well, this looks delicious.
Okay.
All right.
You got it?
I got it. I'm going to try it right now.
Here, try it.
Yeah, put it right down there.
Here. You got
Where's the knife?
right
oh,
there.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, hang on.
Here's pepper steak. Cheers. Happy New Year.
Wow. We're right back with Chingy right after this, featuring Emeril. All right. When that's the popular hip-hop artist who has sold over 6 million records. Tonight he's performing Fly Like Me from his new CD, Hate It or Love It. Please welcome Chingy featuring Emeril.
My Jeep on chrome feet, no. On the hunt for these girls was like my day-to-day. Get them alone, I jump them and then fade away. I give it good, so some of them can't stay away. They try to lock me up, but I break away. Until the day I lay my eyes on the princess. And you can tell she was a dime from a distance. It took a minute to come to my senses. If I work a match, then God is my witness. Now for the first time I've opened my eyes. Put my glass in the earth, now it's close to the sky. Feels like I'm in heaven and I'm hoping to fly. Baby girl, come along for the ride. You know why? 'Cause you ain't never seen a girl look so. Say what? Some girls that look good. You ain't never seen a girl look so. Party with some clubs, some girls show you love. You ain't never seen a girl so. Baby, but you never had a girl look so fly. Look, now I ain't never had a girl that was so fly. Other guys come around, you acting so shy. You got them shaking in their boots, and I know why. 'Cause they can't handle the truth, and that's no lie. As for me, I'm the one that you've been dreaming on. And when you saw me, I'm the one that you was scheming on. And when you need it, I'm the shoulder you'll be leaning on. Take off that Gucci and keep the Biggie secrets on. Let's take a flight, 'cause the world is our playground. And buy houses from the Loops to the A-Town. And silk sheets, so it's soft when you lay down. Sing-a-ling, yeah, I get down and stay down. There's no one better, baby girl, you's a blessing. You got me headed in a positive direction. You got my vote when you re-up for election. 'Cause all I wanna do is give you love and affection. Yeah, yeah. Look so, say what? Yeah. Look so, come on. Is that right? Say what? Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
You guys, thank you very much. Oh, you look beautiful, beautiful dress. Thank you so much for coming. I don't want to wear it, but I will. Come on, Emeril. I want to thank all my guests. Mike Huckabee, who's on his way back to Iowa. Emeril Lagasse, the best chef in the world. And, of course, Chingy and Emeril. Tomorrow night, Howard Mandel and a man who took 13 years to go around the world. Wow, just like me in high school. That's unbelievable. Stay tuned for Conan. Conan's got a good show coming up. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's come up with something right after this. Stay tuned. Good night, everybody. Thanks. Bye-bye.